what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good?
And let's be honest, 10 years ago, we wouldn't even been able to do that interview.
Shout out to Peter, man.
Yeah.
That's
Lobsters
a
and
historic
Truffles,
moment.
No, that wasn't regular. That was definitely
That was not regular.
Sometimes
Degular,
people
bro.
take things for granted.
Granted,
That was definitely
2012, they wouldn't allowed us to do that.
No.
Yeah. Security.
And
Got extra
let's
for
not
that.
even forget that there were only two brothers.
Yeah.
We met both of them.
And we met both of them. Both of them. They like, what's up?
What's
up, bro?
Right? It actually did two different things, all.
Yeah.
So one was like more premium, more in his bag. The other was like learning.
Yeah.
Like, so that was...
It was fire. Even the people that got to watch us doing that interview, it was incredible because a gentleman walked up to me. He said, I don't know who you are, but you look like me.
Yeah.
So I just got to know what y'all do.
Yeah.
Because
That's
what I just saw, he's watching us do it. He's like, this isn't normal. Who are y'all?
That's crazy.
And
The
then
security guy?
And he was just happened to tell me, he's like, look, I got a business in marijuana. I'm actually growing on 36 acres.
Come on.
Yeah, take my number. Just because he walked by and saw us sitting there, saw us on that red carpet.
Yo, we are letting off like an aura
Yeah.
that people really feel. Like the security guy told Peter, he was like, yo, I don't know who they are, but this is amazing.
Yeah.
That shows you how powerful that was,
That
man.
was good.
Yeah.
It's a moment in history, and it's very symbolic and it's important. And I think that's one of these things that hopefully give hope. Like, give hope to some people. Like, because it's like for me, I had to get hope. I was watching Wolf of Wall Street. I was watching Wall Street before Wolf of Wall Street. The
Wall
original
Street,
Wall
yeah.
Street, like the original Wall Street, Barbarians at the Gate.
Yeah.
That was like, Gordon Gekko was like my hero.
Yeah.
I wanted to wear a suit every day. I wanted to go to Wall Street.
Come on,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? So
Trading
like,
places.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
that was the only people
There's
that I had
nothing
to.
wrong with being greedy.
That's the only image that I had. That's the only image that I had
Yeah.
of what Wall Street was. So now they could look at us and have a different reference point.
We are that
Incredible,
reference.
man.
Yeah. The menu
We are
has
that
changed.
reference. The menu has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Lobsters and truffle.
Lobster and truffle.
That's a fact.
Lobster and truffle.
Love it,
Legendary
man. Before we sit, I remember just the other day, Rashad, I made a post on a gram and you said, bro, we got a lot of history to make.
Mm-hmm.
That was your comment on a post. You was like, love, bro, more history to make.
Mm-hmm.
And 26 hours later,
Yeah, literally.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
we're in a historic moment. And it's, again, another amazing moment that I'm proud to be a part of, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because history may not always repeat itself, but it rhymes. And it's a good this is a good bar right here, bro.
That is
You know what I'm saying?
Like, give me something for that.
Before we wrap up, if I can get from all of you, what's like one big lesson you learned from today? Because I know everybody was inspired.
Yeah.
Just the power of relationships. That's how
like
this whole
that.
thing came about, was a relationship with Peter. He's obviously a very likable guy.
Absolutely.
So he has a bunch of relationships that he's made.
Well
Nobody really
respected.
says no to anything that he says. And just meeting different people, and people are willing to give you information.
Yes.
Even the first gentleman, I forgot his name, but who was trading Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah.
Garrett,
I think so.
Yeah.
But
GTS,
From
right?
GTS,
he was just
yeah.
like, he's just,
He was ready.
yeah,
Took the glasses off.
He was
Let's go.
excited just to share it. Yeah.
just to share
He
information.
was like, I could keep going.
Yeah.
So it's like being in the right place
Yeah.
and being receptive to the information and being able to process the information in real time. That's really the keys to life. So relationships, I always say that all the time, but I don't think people fully appreciate it. It's
They
the
don't.
most important thing. Like relationships can get you.
More than money.
We
man.
couldn't just.
The ultimate asset.
You can't pay a fee to get in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like relationships is extremely important. Keep your relationships good.
Yeah.
And be willing to be receptive to the information, because there's always somebody that knows more than what you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I was going to use a gentleman who from GTS. What I took from him is how much more I need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's big, bro.
Like, I'm sitting there, like, he's talking, I'm catching a lot of it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
But we missing it
I'm missing,
too.
I'm missing.
Yeah.
But what was encouraging is that we saw another black gentleman who was behind him, who was, it was his first,
He was eating
like
it.
his second day on the job.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know them. Yo, I love everything.
I
y'all
heard him
do.
when he said that.
Yeah, he's like,
Like, yo, I
everything.
know them.
Yeah. And so I'm like, wow, he's watching us, but I'm watching him. And I'm like, there's so much further I can go with this. Like, I need to learn that. Like, obviously, he's had 30 years of experience, and he's seen a shift in the economy, and he's seen a shift in even how New York Stock Exchange operates. But his information, like bank, is so crazy that it was like, oh, nah, I got to study more. I got to go further.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think for me, it's kind of the piggyback off that, Troy. I think the biggest thing for me was learn more and put more tools in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when we talked about it, we talked about if we really see it, like we talked to 3 different guys that did the market 3 different ways.
Yeah.
So Peter had his way, and then the guy who we talked to from GTS did his way. But then even when I talked to Peter's son, he went about it a whole nother way.
The way, yeah.
Right. And so what I love to say is, not what I love to say, but that was my thing from it was one, well, a combination with everybody said, Rashad, like, let's get the information because we couldn't just walk in there.
Yeah.
Right. Like we had, and Peter his relationships are so amazing. You can tell he big dog down there.
Absolutely.
Like, we watched Peter tell somebody, hey, yo, get out the way so we can take this picture. And people just moved out the way. Like
he
that.
walks different. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
When we walked up the stairs, Peter made everybody stand to the side. And it was like, yo, who are they?
Yeah.
Right? So that was amazing. The information, looking in that was amazing. But just seeing how deep, how many more tools we need to have in the bag to play this game.
Yep.
Right? Because the market will put you in so many different situations to where one tool isn't enough.
Yeah.
Right? So the more tools you have, it equips you, but also the long game is where the win is at.
Absolutely.
Not just like buying whole, but looking at Peter has 35 years.
Yeah,
and
master
he's still
craft for a long
learning.
period of time.
Right,
Yeah.
the guy we talked to, he was like, he's telling us how the market has changed so many times to where he's not even worrying about making money off the trade itself.
Right.
He's like, yeah, we making money off something else we do with the
Yeah,
trade.
Yeah.
You know, the rebate
And
of the
having to
trade.
adapt.
Yeah, the rebates.
Rebates,
And I was like,
what?
yo, what? I never even thought of that.
I was like, I gotta figure this
Yeah,
out.
so I think the longevity of playing the game
Yeah.
for the long term. This ain't
Love
gonna go
it.
nowhere. And then for all my people that love crypto, I just want y'all to know that the stock market isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It ain't
tied
going anywhere.
together.
Yeah, they tied, bro. So that's what that was my takeaway there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goddamn, you don't answer the question.
but
The master investor?
to be honest, scale up. The number of shares they're trading. Like, hey, we want to put in bid for 4.3 million shares. And I'm
That
like,
was sick.
Casually.
so I'm calculating, when we left, I'm calculating the short from 59,000 down to 20,000 in Bitcoin, back up with a certain amount of shares. I'm like, that's 1.5 billion in one trade.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shout out to Citadel. I'm like, we
Yeah.
get 2 million shares of a couple things. And now if we layer in the trades, 2 million on the swing, 2 million on the day trade, 2 million to hold for long term.
Come on.
Now we're looking at $80-90 million in a year.
You thinking big.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goddamn.
Yeah, you got to.
Man.
There you have it.
Well, folks.
It was a pleasure. Before we leave, one last thing I wanted to say too about the relationship thing. So each week I think I'm gonna give a gem from Kaiser Soze.
Okay.
So last I did the
From where?
seller market, buyer market. This gentleman that we met.
Well, we can't mention.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
that
Yeah,
ain't
actually,
fast.
we're gonna introduce you to him.
That's cool.
I told you about him
He's gonna be in London.
when I spoke to you.
Okay, yeah. You told me. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So one thing he said, he was like, I'm a short guy. He was like, I don't fly first class because of the comfort. Like I could literally sit and coach and still be comfortable.
Yeah.
He's like, I fly first class for one reason, to go to the lounge.
It's a nice
He's
hat.
like when I'm at the lounge, I'm talking to everybody.
Whoa.
He's like, I'm talking to everybody, and I'm like, what do you do? Da, 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 da. And then he was telling us how he met a guy that was really successful on a plane. But I had to say, even yesterday, we were talking to a guy who was sitting next to Abdullah in the plane, and then we were talking to him in baggage claim, and he runs one of the largest insurance companies that backs municipal bonds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bond market is
Yeah,
huge.
huge.
Oh, yeah. So,
No, he's
so we was talking about,
beast.
so we was talking about the muni bonds and all that. But I say that to say, you have to find a way to be next to the right people.
Absolutely.
In that situation, it was paying first class plane tickets.
Absolutely.
So this brings back to the point of you got to invest in your education, whether it's events, courses, whatever. Just think about it. Flying first class is going to cost a lot more
Way more.
than going to an event.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And buying a course. So it's
Listen, man, I was just out here in New York with y'all, went to LA. We were supposed to do the thing while we we're out here. I had to come right back. I could have said, no, I'm going to go back to Houston, see my baby, who I miss. I ain't seen Xander in 2 weeks.
Come on.
But how many chances do you get a chance to talk to a GTS, Citadel,
That's
Peter?
crazy.
Like, those are once in a lifetime opportunity. And then for all of us to be there together. And I'm looking at Shotty earlier. I'm like, your brain turning. He looking like Nas and Belly, right? I know everybody brain. I told Trap when we was coming out the bathroom, like, bro, we got to scale up and do more.
Yeah.
We're thinking too small.
Yeah.
Our New York Oldies is probably gonna say you gotta pause that.
Why? What'd I say?
You said when y'all was coming out the bathroom.
God damn.
Come on, New York. I love y'all.
I want to say something right quick, man. Shout out to Abdullah, man.
Yogi.
But
I'm not
pause,
gonna
though.
lie, man. My guy takes care of me, man. When he see me, bro. I be reaching in my pocket, he be like,
Got it.
Trap.
It's a valuable lesson in
Don't
that
be
too.
disrespectful to me and do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got it, bro. He'd be like, trap.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abdullah, man. Y'all found the gym in him, bro.
Superstar.
Young is
MVP.
in charge, but that's a lesson within itself. And it's like I heard Rick Ross say that before. Like, if you want to be the man, you got to take care of the current man.
Take care of the star.
Like,
God damn.
Yeah.
And Abdullah know he it already.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is
saying.
that the suit you got on, bro? We gonna start doing shit in suits.
He said, what Jay Alex said? In order to be the master, you got to submit to a master.
Facts.
But it's like a lot of times people's pride and ego. I saw you posted that with Fat Joe. A lot of people's
Yep.
pride and ego won't let them do that.
Yeah.
They think that they the man. They got too much
You
pride.
can't be
They got-
everybody's big homie.
and
You gotta
That's
be
a
the
bar.
understudy at some point.
That's a bar right there.
Like even with my parents, people like, you show so much reverence to your dad and mom. I'm like, I'm supposed to. I don't give a damn if I make $100 million a day for 50 days in a row. They still have hierarchy over me.
That's a bar. Money don't make you hierarchy.
No.
I learned that in the street, man. In the streets, a lot of times, man, like it can be the lamest dude that'll have money, and then the dudes who you really thought was like on some gangster stuff,
Yeah.
they go to submit into the dude with the money,
That's weak.
and then you'll see a couple other guys like myself, or you'll be like, bro, like y'all weak,
Yeah.
right? And because the money don't make you the big homie, it's the experience, it's the knowledge, it's the leadership that makes you the big homie.
Yeah.
But also, what happens is you start to understand that your knowledge, your leadership only can take you so far.
Yep.
And so you have to go to someone who has more information than
Absolutely.
you, more experience than you. And so you can't be big homie to that big homie because
Yeah.
he's gonna look at you like, bro, like you haven't been you've walked in my shoes. Chill. He'll respect you
Yeah.
because respect is earned because you're what you've been through probably precedes you. So he's probably heard of you. But you also have to go to him with the utmost respect, understanding what he's did in the game. And so even just in what we talking about, like just understanding, like, bro, you can't be everybody's big homie.
No.
Right? At some point, you got to be the understudy. You got to be Daniel's son.
You big homie now? You big homie status?
To a few.
Yeah, to a lot.
To a few.
To a lot.
Yeah.
To a few. Hell yeah.
Like 7 years ago, I put, he was in my car, and I put Coming of Age on.
As I stand, one leg of my pants up with
That's
this.
part two. The original
All
was
right,
on
well, I'm
Reasonable
about to
Doubt.
say, don't bring me, bro.
I played it for him. He's like,
He ain't get it.
I'm like,
ain't get
yo,
it.
bro, this is gonna be our story. He's like, huh? I'm like, no, you're gonna be bleak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Jay.
Come
But
on.
I'm gonna give you everything so that
Right.
you can be better. Now, it didn't work out that way for Bleak.
Yeah.
So
But
if you,
definitely-
Jay, if you Jay and my Dame,
Oh, God.
Why Shotty gotta be in
I like
my
that energy,
story?
though. I like
to be
that.
in my story.
I like
You know
the
what I mean?
energy.
Like,
shout out to
And then
Dame.
I think
Shout out to Dave.
Shout out to Dave.
Bag drop.
He was like,
When I
all
first
right.
heard that was legendary.
Facts.
Does Dame know we got like shout out to Dame for that because that's part of the intro. That's what
Bag
we're doing.
drop.
Everything is a gem is a backdrop.
Right.
That's a fact. So maybe you big homie back in the town.
Shout out to Abdullah, man. I like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah,
olive
yeah,
green
I like
brown
that.
you
I
got
like that.
going on,
I
bro.
like that. I like
real
that.
cash, real smooth.
Yeah.
Olive green and brown. I like it.
Yeah, they stop him now when we go out.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course,
It's
because he's in the places.
Oh yeah. They know if he's there,
It's a
we
vibe.
can't be too far away.
Yeah.
He's in the places, man. I like
He's
that.
that guy.
And you a vibe setter too.
underboss. He's the underboss.
The underboss. Listen.
Like that.
This that
Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Rap Panda, what's
This
good?
that Red Panda Anthem.
Your
Whole
boy.
clique going up. I know they can't stand it.